Hey guys, it's me, Blessing CEO. Welcome to Moment to Blessing CEO. If you're not sitting in front of your television right now, trust me, you're on a long term. It's DSTV channel 189 Pop Central Nadia Day Apple. So today is gonna be a very wonderful topic, and that topic is about me. So I'm guilty. So today I'm gonna practically be talking about myself because the person sent me this story to come and talk about myself. So it's like I'm guilty of the story. So let's quickly read out the story before we start the vibe, before we start the liquor story. So the story goes like this. A lady sent me a message. She said, "Blessing CEO, my husband threw me out because I did BBL and liposuction." I actually feel so guilty. He threw you out. Okay, what's happened? And you should not keep saying. That's why I said this story is basically about my life. I think the woman just put me on the hot seat. She said, "Blessing CEO, my husband threw me out because I did BBL and liposuction without telling him. I knew I was wrong by doing it without telling him, but my husband body shames me and apologizes, cheats on me with curvy girls in Lekki, and wants me to be flat. Please, he's your number one fan and respect you so much. Please, can you just talk about BBL on your show? I think a lot of men are ignorant about it. Beg my husband to forgive me because he said it's fake ass, rubber ass, and different ignorant words that I should bring back." How can your husband be my fan and I've done nyash and he doesn't like it when you do nyash? Man, why are you hypocrite? All your side chick will be doing nyash. If your wife doing nyash, you throw her out. How can your husband be my number one fan? Me, I don't do nyash now. What's happened? So let's get into the main topic. First of all, I'm going to start by educating you guys about liposuction and BBL before we open up the phone lines. Now, I think a lot of men especially are very ignorant when it comes to liposuction and BBL. So I'm going to give you a free lesson on the show. That's what you get on Pop Central channel 189. Liposuction is the removal of fat from unwanted places. You can take out the fat from your tummy, from your arm, from your laps, depending on where you think you have fat. Some women have back fat folded, some women have flabby arms, some women have big towels, depending on where you want to take out the fat from. Then BBL is when you transfer the fat to your butt. BBL simply means Brazilian butt lift. Instead of throwing away that fat that you have extracted from the unwanted places, you're going to use and set your yash, just like my yash. It goes sounds like pricky. So that's the difference between liposuction and BBL. Remember, it's not silicone, it is your fat that is being injected to your butt. So it's just like when you eat and fat grow in your tummy, fat grow in your arm, na so your yash go dey big. So liposuction and BBL is not fake nyash. It's your fat being injected to your butt. Remember, BBL is not the only thing you can do with fat. When you take out fat, you can even put fat on your leg. You can put fat on your boobs. Some of you who have falling boobs and you want to make your boobs firm, yes, you can actually take fat from your tummy and actually inject it to your boobs. That's the honest truth. So it's not fake, it's your fat, but you're putting it in the right places. It's like you're taking fat from this place. I don't want this place is too big. I want to put it here. And trust me, women, now we know that nyash, now they move on men. No matter how they pretend, when I like nyash. For me, since I did my BBL, my life has changed. You know, there's some kind of men we don't agree to talk to him before right now. The bill is higher. You know, if we're going to like small restaurant right now, we're gonna go Chinese, you know, where they pay like 1.5, 2.5 and all that. So I think BBL is just like an upgrade. It just gives, you know, the woman her confidence. So to the man that his wife did BBL, please, I'm sorry. She has done the BBL, trust. Forgive your wife. Yes, she did wrong by probably doing the liposuction and BBL without your consent, but it's not fake nyash, it's not rubber nyash. It's just taking fat from the, you know, unwanted places. And when women give birth, when we start to, you know, get married, have children, you know, we are prone to, you know, fat, flabby tummy, flabby arms. For a woman to get her confidence back, as a man or as a married man, if that will make your wife happy, you understand? Instead of you going outside, all these leggy girls, they never even born one, you don't do nyash, you don't do breast. So what's the big deal if you want if you enjoy that curvy body? Because men are visual beings. No matter how men want to pretend and say I don't like yash, once they see big yash, so they're going to look like goats. Have you ever gone to the club and see a girl pass with big yash? So your husband going to look like sheep without shepherd. So Oga beg, please forgive her. There's absolutely nothing wrong with liposuction. So right now we're going to open up the phone lines for those who have done liposuctions and for those who have not done liposuctions. Let's get to hear what people feel about liposuction from the men, from the women, people who have done, people who have not done. What do you think about liposuction? So are we here to actually, answer all the questions that you have to ask about liposuctions? Now, first of all, I wish I could stand up, but don't worry, I'm going to stand up maybe at the middle of the show to show you guys what my butt look like. First of all, when you do a liposuction, it gives you back your confidence. That's the truth. It's like a rebirth for me. For those of us that don't have yash, just wake up one morning and you just think yash. It gives you this thing, I don't know. But if you notice girls who have done lipo, we know they rest. You can wear the bodycon dress. You could look this glitz and glam. I'm a mother of 2, yeah, baby. I can still pass for a 25-year-old girl. Yes, I'm 25, baby. So that's the beauty about BBL and liposuction. It actually boosts a woman's confidence. It gives you your husband is actually my fan, and she's wanting me to appeal to the husband that yes, she knows she has done something wrong, but the reason why she actually did liposuction and BBL is because whenever they have a misunderstanding, the man body shames her, and she found out that her husband was cheating with lecky, curvy girls. And we women, once we just see our husband cheating with a particular kind of woman, we just feel like that's the attraction. Sometimes most men actually mess with our self-confidence. I always say, why is it that the kind of women you marry is not the kind of women you cheat with? Go and market anywhere. Go and check men that cheat. Check their wife and check their side chick. So when your wife sees your side chick, they keep wondering, why did you marry me? Because I am flat, I am this. So it just gives you some sort of complex. So the lady said the man is my fan. And I'm saying, why would you throw your wife out because she did BBL and liposuction and let's see his fan? I did BBL and liposuction. So, is there something you're not telling me? So that's what we're talking about right now. I quickly gave a recap about BBL and liposuction. And if you're just sitting down in front of your television, I'm quickly going to give a recap. Let me quickly brief you guys the meaning of BBL and liposuction. Liposuction is the removal of fat from unwanted places. You can actually do liposuction without doing BBL. You can take out fat from your tummy, from your hand, from your laps, from your leg, anywhere from your back. That's liposuction, removal of fat. BBL is Brazilian butt lift. It simply means you want to put part of those fats to lift your butt. If you notice, the natural human body ass is a bit saggy. But when you do a Brazilian butt lift, it actually makes your ass firm and standing that you can put a Coke bottle and it will not fall down. So that's the difference between liposuction and BBL. So it is not rubber nyash. It is not silicone nyash. It is your fats being injected to your butt. Don't forget. Sorry, please, if you're married, please take out your eyes. Single men only, because I'm single. So we're going to open up the phone lines. I want to know your fears about liposuction, especially the men, because this is something I have done, and I think I would love to educate people. This is what you go and pay a doctor consultation for. But on Moment with Blessing CEO, Pop Central Only Channel 189, that's where you get all the juice, the education, the raspberries, everything in one. So everything you want to know about BBL and liposuction, I am here in the show to ask you. And please, if you're a man and you have the money and your wife is looking bloated and looking shapeless, please take her for liposuction or BBL. We have a caller. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Please, can you be a bit audible so I can hear you? Your voice is so sexy. Yes, be a bit audible, please. Okay, go ahead. Be a bit audible.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Go ahead. What's your name and where are you calling from? I can barely hear you.
Hello.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
My name is Eva, calling from Africa.
Okay. So what do you have anything you want to contribute on the show? Sheila, if I got your name correct.
Contribution is about the lady that the woman that did the whatever.
Liposuction video.
To me, what thing that can be a woman is thinking that you compete with your husband's height shape. I mean, to do a lot of damage to your body. Always want to do because you like, or and also before doing anything as a married person, get agreement with your husband. And also have confidence for a man to choose your marriage. There's something between you. I think is always a sidekick. What is always a wife. It's something have to be anybody. So for just they like it and they love it. They bring back their confidence as you say. So you yourself, do it because you want to bring your husband. Hell no. You get
Yeah, I get you. Okay. I think thank you so much for calling. Sheila made a very important point. She said, especially if you're a married person, you should be able to seek your husband's consent before you do liposuction and BBL. But let's be very, very honest. Sheila, but the next caller who called, she also said a woman should be confident in her body, that when a man marries you, there's something he sees in you. A man does not see anything in you. That's a big lie, a blatant lie. I'm going to tell you that I'm a certified relationship therapist. A lot of wives today are just nannies. Yes, all you're doing is babysitting and carrying children to school. Side chicks are enjoying the benefits. You just have two big rings in your hand and you just have a miserable title. So there's nothing like a man sees something in you to marry you. No, some men marry you, keep you as furniture, and you are useless in the house. So I don't agree with that. So if you love your wife, you should be able to put her in a way that every time you see her, okay, the chassis, okay, the brand new, okay, the black boss, okay, the Mercedes Benz. You can't now tell me that your sidekick could be looking all curvy and sexy. Men are visual beings. So you cannot convince me as a certified relationship therapist that your wife will be looking all funny and your sidekick will be looking all curvy, and you will tell me that there is something the man saw in you himself. That's a lie. As women, let me tell you something. When we love a man, we see ourselves through that man. A man you love can actually kill your confidence or boost your confidence no matter how powerful you are. So it takes you to be extraordinarily strong for somebody you love. Every time you come out, the man you're married to, the man you have children for, will body shaming you, and you think he's not going to get to you. So you want to contribute anything to the show?
let me hear you.
Oh shit! Thank you so much.
Well done, well done.
All right, darling. God bless you.
Proud.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Alright.
All right, darling. So thank you so much for hailing me. This caller actually called to hail me. I think I'm looking so beautiful this night that a woman from River State Station is calling to hail me. Melanie, Poppin, BBL, liposuction, Nyashin. Sorry, we have another caller. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
What's your name and where are you calling from, darling?
Hello, good evening.
I can hear you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Blessing.
Oh, my name's Gafana. So do you want to contribute something to the show? Turn down the volume of your TV, Blessing, so I can hear you.
Good evening, Mama.
Good evening, how are you? You want to contribute something to the show?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Mama, good evening. We're here.
I hear you too, my darling. Namesake, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm fine. So do you want to contribute something to the show concerning liposuction and BBL?
I'm fine. Yes, I would like to contribute something.
Go ahead.
For me, I would say men are actually more than what they like said. And also, I would like to say that option is perfect. That's for some women that okay. I think they are to keep for body because for some women that are having kidney, big tummy, I think not something they should be proud of. Naturally, some people or actually, so I think it's something they should keep. So naturally, they are supposed to. So for me, for those women that are and then the last big tummy, I think the system is for them. And women are okay. They should love men that way. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Blessing. I love you, darling, and I love your contribution. Thank you so much. Blessing said, I think she was just generally saying, it's about confidence. If you're good with liposuction, fine. If you have the confidence, fine. For me, I feel not every woman have that perfect body. For me, I didn't do liposuction because I didn't have confidence. I'm a natural slim person. Even before liposuction, my tummy was flat. That was what I wanted to do. What made me do liposuction was after childbirth, I had this flat. You know, there are some women that will just have this bulge. So it was just that bulge that made me kind of uncomfortable. Then, when I was done with the liposuction, I'm like, okay, why don't we put it in our ass? You know, in our family we have flat nyash. So I decided to break the record. So let me be the first person to have the nyash in the Chorus family. So liposuction sometimes is not just about building confidence, it's about your choice and the kind of body that you want. There are some women that love ass, but God did not give you nyash. I said after God is doctor. So if we have doctors who can give you that figure that after a while you're making money. Makeup, doing your nose, doing your nails, fixing your hair, everything is fake. So if you have the money to give yourself that shape, like when I stand in front of the mirror, I'm obsessed with myself. Oh my God. So you need to be confident in yourself before you can even step out. Good evening, ma'am. Your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I am calling to contribute to my name is Joy. I'm coming from the
Okay.
They're looking beautiful.
Oh my God. Thank you, baby.
So I wanted to contribute about this issue based on there's a lot of men. I want to say that men are better than what they see.
Thank you.
Because the group of men in the mall, I don't think that it's in the mall. I think different ladies with big hands and lucky. And you see married men when they come there, they are not married. Nobody they share with their wife to the mall. But they are not, they are looking after another woman. I feel like if it boosts your confidence, if it works things to happen, then please,
Thank you so much. She said, if it boosts your confidence, if it makes you happy, then do it. For me, I don't even believe I need a man's permission. If I'm married, I think it's just going to be for formality. A man is not going to tell me what to do with my body. It's just like when I get pregnant, as a woman, I can decide to keep pregnancy, I can decide to remove it. Yes, so that's why we're women. So, but I feel just for marital vows and for, courtesy and for respect, transparency, you should be able to tell your husband. But if your husband is that coconut head that is body shaming you and any small thing, I better go do your liposuction, come back. You'll be alright, last. By the time you start to take beautiful pictures and men start to give you all those eyes, he will bring you back home. I'm not telling you to disrespect your husband in your marriage, don't get me wrong. I'm only saying there's absolutely nothing wrong with liposuction. We're going to be going on a short break right now. Up Central on DSTV. If you're not sitting in front of your television, you're in a long time. We are still talking about liposuction and BBL. The story is still a married woman who did liposuction and BBL without telling her husband. I was like, keep that out. And that's what we're talking about. So before we get more callers, I wanted to tell you guys the health implications, the benefits. Everything that has advantage has disadvantage. Now, liposuction and BBL, before you go into liposuction and BBL, tell your doctor your health issues. If you have health issues, if you have diabetes, you have candidiasis, you have one health issues, or you don't hide it from your doctors. Because before you go into liposuction, it's a very technical surgery. Liposuction is not an easy surgery. Nobody should tell you that. It's a complicated, a lot of things can go wrong. You can have lipo burn, yes, so make sure that you are healthy. So tell your doctor everything about your health. Now, what the doctors do for you is that they stabilize you and make sure that you are okay. Like for me, before I went for my liposuction, I didn't even have fat. Because first of all, for you to do liposuction, you have to have fat to harvest. I didn't have enough fat, so I was placing a lot of, supplements that could help me eat. So I added so much weight so that they could harvest the fat and put in my butt and put in the right places. So if you're a skinny person and you want to do BBL, you have to tell your health issues. If you're having diabetes or you're having one health issue, so please tell your doctor so that they can be able to stabilize you. They have things that they can do. Don't go and do liposuction without telling the doctors your health issues. And the most important thing is when you're doing your liposuction, you're going to go for what is called a general lab test. HIV, gonorrhea, syphilis, everything. If you go to a hospital and they are not giving you a general test, please don't do liposuction. That one, they will kill you. These are the basic things that when you get to a hospital, tell your doctors before you go. So that is the advantage. The disadvantage of liposuction, I don't really see any disadvantage because for me, I've not really had any issues since I did my liposuction. So, but I think one of the disadvantages is that I think you get carried away, you just want to be naked. And I think a lot of these young lucky girls are sporting this liposuction. People now have a perception that when you do liposuction, you are into prostitution. That's not the truth. Married women do liposuction. Liposuction is to boost your confidence. It's not for prostitution. Unfortunately, because we now have doctors, a lot of doctors who can do it in Nigeria, and they've made it very affordable. That's why a lot of young girls is doing nyash, even those that are not supposed to do nyash. Is doing nyash. Yeah, so I'm going to talk to our doctors out there. If you're watching the show, please give your patients. I know everybody's looking for money, but please, let's do the liposuction right, because we have people who are botched. The nyash go one side. But if I show you my nyash stand like good. But we have a caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Good evening.
Hello?
I can hear you, darling. Good evening. Where are you calling from and what's your name?
I'm Emanuela, calling from Owerri.
Okay, Manuela, you want to contribute to the show?
Emanuela, calling from Owerri.
Okay, Manuela, I can hear you. Go ahead. I can hear you.
You're looking so beautiful this night.
Oh my God, Emanuela, thank you. I'm not going to sleep tonight.
I was in your life from hours before. I was anticipating to wear that beautiful dress.
Thank you so much, my darling. So do you have anything you want to contribute to the show concerning liposuction and BBL? I think we lost the caller. She just admired me. She said, I'm looking so beautiful, my dress. How come you men have not called me to tell me I'm looking beautiful? It's just two women. What's up? What's up? Is your wife sitting beside you or is your girlfriend? Tell your doctors before you go. So that is the advantage. The disadvantage of liposuction, I don't really see any disadvantage because for me, I've not really had any issues since I did my liposuction. So, but I think one of the disadvantages is that I think you get carried away, you just want to be naked. And I think a lot of these young lucky girls are sporting this liposuction. People now have a perception that when you do liposuction, you are into prostitution. That's not the truth. Married women do liposuction. Liposuction is to boost your confidence. It's not for prostitution. Unfortunately, because we now have doctors, a lot of doctors who can do it in Nigeria, and they've made it very affordable. That's why a lot of young girls is doing nyash, even those that are not supposed to do nyash. Is doing nyash. Yeah, so I'm going to talk to our doctors out there. If you're watching the show, please give your patients. I know everybody's looking for money, but please, let's do the liposuction right, because we have people who are botched. The nyash go one side. But if I show you my nyash stand like good. But we have a caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Good evening.
Hello?
I can hear you, darling. Good evening. Where are you calling from and what's your name?
I'm Emanuela, calling from Owerri.
Okay, Manuela, you want to contribute to the show?
Emanuela, calling from Owerri.
Okay, Manuela, I can hear you. Go ahead. I can hear you.
You're looking so beautiful this night.
Oh my God, Emanuela, thank you. I'm not going to sleep tonight.
I was in your life from hours before. I was anticipating to wear that beautiful dress.
Thank you so much, my darling. So do you have anything you want to contribute to the show concerning liposuction and BBL? I think we lost the caller. She just admired me. She said, I'm looking so beautiful, my dress. How come you men have not called me to tell me I'm looking beautiful? It's just two women. What's up? What's up? Is your wife sitting beside you or is your girlfriend? Please turn down the volume of your TV, darling, if you want me to hear you. If you do not turn down the volume of your TV, it's going to be echoing. So when you're calling, please do me a favor and turn down the volume of your TV. It's echoes. We have another caller. Hello. Hello, good evening.
Very good.
Okay, what's your name and where are you calling from, sir?
Yeah, well, actually, I think I'm calling from.
Please turn down the volume of your TV, darling, if you want me to hear you. If you do not turn down the volume of your TV, it's going to be echoing. So when you're calling, please do me a favor and turn down the volume of your TV. It's echoes. We have another caller. Hello. Hello, good evening.
Very good.
Okay, what's your name and where are you calling from, sir?
Yeah, well, actually, I think I'm calling from.
Please turn down the volume of your TV, darling, if you want me to hear you. If you do not turn down the volume of your TV, it's going to be echoing. So when you're calling, please do me a favor and turn down the volume of your TV. It's echoes. We have another caller. Hello. Hello, good evening.
Very good.
Okay, what's your name and where are you calling from, sir?
Yeah, well, actually, I think I'm calling from.
I had a kind of misconception, not until you explained BBL, liposuction, then I had a clear understanding. And from henceforth, I'm not going to take it the way I took it before.
So
that is it.
so you need to tell me thank you for the free education.
And I want to ask a question.
Go ahead, my darling.
Okay, for instance, now, someone who doesn't have a fat in her body and at the end of the day, after taking a lot of supplements and still doesn't have fat, is it possible to take fat from somewhere else to do that?
No, it's not possible. There is no way you will take supplements that you're not going to have fat. You cannot use that. If they could use another person's fat, I would have collected my PA's fat.
Alright, thank you.
Alright, darling, thank you so much. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much for calling. She asked a very important question. It sounded very funny because I remember asking my doctor that question because since I don't have fat, can I borrow fat? They say no. You cannot use somebody else's. You're going to have some weight, and that's why you get to see that you need a very, very good doctor. Sometimes, for you to even achieve the body that you want, you have to do liposuction 2-3 times. Yes, no, because sometimes you might actually eat for 3 months and they might not even get as much fat. So they will be putting as much as you're eating. You understand? Because there are some women that without childbirth, some people supplement don't work for them. Some people don't just have, huge appetite for food. So that's just it. But you cannot collect somebody else's fat. And I'm so happy that the last caller said I've been able to explain, because I think a lot of people are very ignorant about the word liposuction and BBL. They just see you with nyash and they say you have rubber nyash. And that's the reason why I laugh at this very dark man in a very dark room each time he makes, jest of me right now. But, free very dark man in the dark room in the sound. Anyway, let's quickly go back to BBL because he's one person that actually calls me rubber nyash. And I wish he was actually out here to actually listen to the show so that I could enlighten the dark man in the dark room right now. Oh my God! Anyway, feel free to call the number. I hope I don't have anybody calling me to say free very dark man. I will finish here on the television show. I will remove my wig and I'm sure it will shake it. So that's, by the way, that's just a joke though. So like I was saying, we're talking about liposuction and BBL, and we're actually trying to educate the ignorant men. Ignorance is not an insult. Ignorance simply means you are not aware, you don't know about it. So for me, I'm not going here ignorant, contact say this is of course. Ignorance simply means you don't understand what this process is all about. Hello. Good evening, darling. What's your name and where are you calling from? I think we.
Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir. Finally, you have a man.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, I can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Okay, that blessing CEO.
That's Blessing CEO. How are you doing?
Yeah, we're good. And how are you?
I'm fine, I'm wonderful. So do you have something you want to contribute to liposuction and BBL with Binyash?
Okay, for me, I don't have a problem with any procedure that is held. You understand?
That's what kind of
I
man.
think the only procedure that can allow my wife to undergo is a procedure that is held. I'm not a medical doctor, and permit me to ask, are you a medical doctor?
No, I'm not a medical doctor, but I'm an experienced person. So I've gone through all the medical procedures, so I can tell you about liposuction and BBL.
Okay. Yeah, because there is this flair with lots and lots of women. It's good to look good anyway. It's good to appear ravishing for your husband, and it's good to be presentable at all times and stage. But then when it has to do with health side effects, it becomes a no-no for me. Because at this very point, it has got to do with your health. So for me, if it is a healthy procedure, I've got no problems with it. If there are side effects to that, which could lead to damages to the health, then that means you're consciously pushing your wife to die. That's what I think. Yeah, so I wouldn't want to have my wife die because she wants to look good. I think before I will engage on this, because my wife likes liposuction is sponsoring in medical terms.
Yes.
I will consult an expert on sponsoring for him or her to educate me in all sincerity what he needs. And then if the answer is yes, she can go ahead. I think I'll have my wife do
Thank you
what
so
she
much.
wants to, because it's all going to be for me.
You're my kind of man, dude. Very enlightened.
It's not every man that marries a woman and thinks they are a visitor, you know. I club with my wife. I go everywhere with her.
Prayer point, Lord God.
For me, she is a happy partner. She makes me happy. I club with her. We go to club. We go to parties.
Happy to shake her husband. Lord, give me this.
One person I can call a visitor. You know. Whatever that is good should be my wife's first.
Are you an Igbo man? You want Igbo?
Yes, I'm one Igbo.
I know you are an Igbo man. Thank you, sir.
I'm one Igbo.
Nah, okay, say me far. Thank you so much, Charlie. Thank you so much. I really love this color. God bless you. And my love to your beautiful wife.
She's all I need to portray. She's all I need to slay. She's the best as far as I'm concerned. She gets the best part of my money. If she's good and healthy, she's good to go on that. And we're going to call you when it is done.
Oh, sir, please, you have a younger brother, please, because I'm single. Any younger single brother? What are you stifling?
Alright.
Thank you so much for calling. God bless you. Thank you very much, sir. Alright, sir.
Have a wonderful night.
Alright, darling. Thank you so much. My love to your wife. Ah, man, this man is right, man. He said, so long as the procedure does not affect her health, does not affect her life. But there's something we need to understand. Every procedure is a risk. Childbirth is a risk. Going into the labor room and coming out, not every woman they enter and come outside. So I think it's depending on the kind of risk you want to take. That's why I like what he said. He said his wife actually wants to undergo the procedure, but he's going to seek a professional. That's the first thing to do. Before I did my liposuction, in fact, I met more than 5 to 7 doctors. Like, first of all, I needed to remove that fear, because you know, say for Instagram, and only when they die, then they show us, hey, this one told me and she died. So I had that fear until I got to see different doctors, and they're like, there's nothing in it. Just tell your doctors your health issues. I think that's where the implications are. And I always tell people, if you are in your 40s and 50s, please do lipo. I think lipo is better when you're still a bit active. And I always advise women, please, me, I even prefer to do you do lipo after kids. So that you just know, because this thing is a removal of fat. You did not remove your organ. So you are still going to add more fat. And remember, that is a part of liposuction I need to teach you guys. Because you did liposuction does not mean you now be eating like a hoodlum. No. When you do liposuction, you will wear far for 6 months. Far is that question that they used to tell me. I want my own for 4 months. Okay, wear home. See now, big belly gets and no key person. So let's just say liposuction and BBL helps you to be principal. You will go to the gym. So when you actually see actresses or celebrities that do liposuction and BBL and say they go gym, no. The liposuction just gives you a shortcut to lose. It's not a weight loss journey. So you have, because you want to maintain that shape, that's when you have to cut down on the things you eat, because they don't come out your organ and fats they come out. And if you chop, fats will still grow for your belly. That's why a lot of women go to 3, 4, 5. Some people have done lipo 5 times. I said I want to go and give birth. It's a very delicate process. So it's not something you can do and go about your normal, because you won't sit down. Even if you want to sit, there's a liposuction pillow you have to sit. Because at that point, the butt is still very, it's fat. So at that period, we have the fats that are going to survive, and we have the fat that is going to die. That's why you see that when you do liposuction, your yarn should be very big. But after 6 months, it gets to the normal size. So you see that some fats actually died off, and some fats actually survived. That's why you see some girls, sometimes they go and add up. Sometimes, they leave it that way. So you would have to give yourself time if you want to do liposuction, approximately 3 months. Are we good with the question? I think we lost the caller. Okay, I like the question this caller actually asks. It's very, very educating. And I like the fact that women are intentional about their body. Yes, liposuction is a very delicate process. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it was all good during liposuction. I lie you. During lipo, I saw I'm going to cry. Whoa, send me. But the only thing about lipo I love is the fact that after crying, when I see the nyash used to give it scratch. When you just remove your clothes and see yourself in the mirror and see the nyash, you're like, there's this, just like when you're pregnant and you are crying and fighting your husband, once the baby comes out, you no longer remember. And the generation, my mom actually told me, and in Kiruka, in our family, our nyash is flat. I told her, Mommy, I will break the generational curse. I am breaking the generational curse of flat nyash in this family. Do you know I actually go home and my mom look at my butt and like, so somebody can have me, and I have broken the generational curse. I refuse to have flat nyash. The doctors have made it so possible for us to break all those Johnny Bravo generational curse that you'll be flat in the back, big in the tummy. We are not doing that no more. Thanks to our doctors, especially our Nigerian doctors who have made liposuction very easy. Shout out to all the doctors who take their time. The doctors who are not money conscious, because they are doctors that will take you through the process. If you cannot go through the process, carry your money and go. So those are the doctors. Don't look for shortcuts. Don't go and do liposuction that they are doing promo. Once you see when they are doing promo for nyash, run 440. Look for professional doctors who are willing, because your life is involved. Liposuction, yes, you can die during lipo. Yes. So when you want to do liposuction, no shortcut about it. So let's quickly go on a break before we come back and we continue the topic. Now it's nyash vibe for me. I think when I get back, I need to show you guys what my nyash look like. Let me not just be talking. I need to stand up and so that you guys can see the standing boards. You can put a Coke button on it. Married men, please close your eyes. Single guys only. Igbo men, dark, tall, handsome. I'm single and searching, ready to mingle. It's moment to bless and see you. Channel 189. Don't change that down. We'll be back in a moment. Is it timely? Is that So this was where I decided to show my fans what my body looks like on national television. You can see how sexy and sassy I am looking. It's Moments with Blessing CEO happening every Saturday live, channel 189 DSTV on Pop Central. Save it, channel 189 every 10 p.m. every Saturday. It's Moment with Blessing CEO. It's always a mind-blowing conversations. You can call in and drop your opinions. We are here to catch fun and speak about everything that happens behind closed doors. You can call our official number on our